Hello Marvel Heroes fans, my name is Wilfred and welcome to my channel. You can always check out a lot of guides at the description of the video below, and if there's any update I'll also put it there as well. Now, a lot of you are very smart. You've watched my video on the a lot of Q&A video using Magik, and you noticed that I'm not using the same build that I showed you guys earlier on the range build. Now the reason why is because when I created the range guide, it was just about when Magik came out, and she wasn't that great in terms of the summoner side, but I used that as something that is rather fun to play because it's very easy to tackle hard content. So I used that build, but over time Gazillion has somehow tweaked the summoner kind of build option. So I'm using in a more advanced version some of the power that you may not have seen in my previous video. So this is an update of my guide. As always, I'm committed to update all my guides as and when there's a need to. And this one is for you all Magik fans. Now, just for some of you who may be away for a while, catch up a little bit on Magik, is that her main build for me, if I go for raid, is still going to be a melee build. She's a mental hero, melee, and that is always my main build. Summoner build is kind of interesting because when you play her as a summoner, you can confuse mobs from afar. You can send your demons in front to taunt. You could also use the bone wall to your advantage. Now, this build is kind of interesting in a way that there are some pros and there are some cons. So I like to just be open and share with you here. Of course, the pro is like I mentioned. It's kind of relaxing when it comes to hard content. Whenever there's a hard content, the first person that comes to my mind is Magik. I'll use Magik to just get it sorted. So I know that she's pretty good as a summoner ranged. And another pro is that you don't need to gear as a summoner for Magik to play summoner at all. I time using my I have 2 set of gear. I have 2 legendary as well. And so the summoner gear maybe have a slight edge to the to the mental kind of gear I have. But my philosophy is always this: I like flexibility in life. I would not know whether tomorrow summoner still be viable or not. So I know whatever gazillion crazy things that they do, I always have a set of gear that I always use the same set of gear for either build. So if you are very committed to summoner build and you said that, well, I do not want to change because that is the only thing I play, then yeah, I mean, you could gear hard for summoner. I think the return should be there. I can't guarantee 100%. But what I can guarantee you is that even if you use the mental gear as a summoner range, it is still effective. Her kill time is still pretty impressive by not having any summoner gear at all. Alright, so there's another pros of it, and she is very versatile. She has something called the bone wall, which is also something of a little bit of concern because it's actually pretty overpowering. I don't know whether I should share the secret with you or not, but this bone wall here, that she can raise a wall. This wall here is to sort of block any pathing as well as damage reduction as well. So on itself, it's pretty decent. So if you are facing like Madam Hydra in Cosmic Gates and whatnot, just raise one of these wall. Any bullet that shot through is reduced by quite a fair bit. But the main great thing about it is that you can use it to push the boss away. So before the Juggernaut charge or before a Kingpin charge, if you raise a wall just nice around that boss area, you can actually push the boss away. But sometimes you push the boss onto you because it depends on where the program works in a kind of weird, unpredictable way. But bottom line is that, like for example, some of this like tournament danger, cosmic danger room is that I'll just raise some wall and trap the boss, box the boss so the boss cannot charge anywhere, and it works. So it is rather fun for those who are in expert hand. It's fun. I don't know whether that will be nerfed anywhere in the future or not. Another thing is that her confuse is there's no cooldown to it. So you can just keep confusing many mobs. So long as the Cosmic Danger Room affixes don't have this immune to crowd control, you could just abuse this system. Now, she is probably the best hero to confuse mobs around, or one of the best. There are other heroes that can do the same. Scarlet Witch can do it, but Scarlet Witch has a pretty high kind of animation to it, and it is on the area. So long as the mob move away, it's not confused anymore. But Magik's one actually follow the mob. And another great thing about it is that, I mean, nowadays if you look at Emma Frost, if you look at even Ultron, they can confuse, but there's a cooldown already, so you can't just spam confuse everywhere like what you will see later on in the Magik video clip. So it is one of those things that I don't know whether I have concern or not, because maybe in the future they may nerf it, so I don't know. So but right now it is really fun, and you can taunt as well. So that is all the pros. So yeah, the cons wise is that of course all this concern could be a con as well, and another thing is that it is still rather bugged. This big demon here, the big one here, sometimes because I think it's just too big, you cannot find the pathing. So like in ICP, especially in the edge of the map, when you have to fight on top of all the containers, you see your monster just stuck there doing nothing, and that's another reason why I don't invest in summoner gear for Magik, because half the time I see my demon not doing anything. But I mean, you have to position him just for this demon here to do some taunt and whatnot. Now, why do I pick this one, not the other one? Because I like the taunt function to it, so that is useful. But that's another con. Another one is the UI. This game has a lot of UI bugs, really. Some of this UI bug could be for years. They never will ever fix it. So something that you have to live with, understand. There's something called Vengeful Spirit. When you have 5 charges, you can unleash your power and hit 5 times. Pretty nice. But the problem is that it's supposed to light up every time you have 5 charges, but sometimes it just doesn't. It just doesn't. You don't see it at all. You have to pay attention to what you have here, or what you have around her. Like you see like 5 of them running around. So in this game where you can hardly see anything on this screen here, you hardly can take your eyes off to see something here, and here is not helping you as well. So yeah, I mean that's one of those things that sometimes I do just spam this guy as and when I feel I have 5 charges. It's just one of those things when you play Magik you have to put up with. But other than that, she's very decent. And yeah, I'm going to head off and show you some of this video clip. I'm going to show you 2 video clips. One on the Cosmic Terminal Skrull invasion, because I had a buff to it that I need to do something about it. And the second one is a Cosmic Danger Room. Alright, then after that we head back out and talk about gear and so on. This is Cosmic Skrull Invasion, and I thought to introduce this very special Magik range summoner, the best place is one of those terminals with a lot of mobs, because she can confuse, and just take it easy, relax, and I've got like a target to meet as well, so that's why I'm here. And I'll show you a little bit clips on the danger room, just a bit, apologies, a bit of lag here. But when it comes to confuse, it's actually pretty decent. It's just like you can do a lot of stuff. You can just keep confusing a lot of mobs, and they'll just kill. They will just do it somehow, just eliminate themselves, and without a lot of scary moment at all. So it's nice. I like this kind of build. Nowadays it's very rare. You don't really see it. In hero design, usually they will give you a very long cooldown until it's not really that useful. And by the way, whatever you see here, right now I'm playing a summoner build, but I'm not even using a summoner gear or any summoner note. Well, I use a little bit of summoner kind of note, but not something that I would go all out to gear for it. I don't even gear for summoner. So as you can see, I mean she's pretty strong, even as a range, as the summoner. Usually range is a little bit less strong than melee, so it's very nice, very durable as well. You can actually push the boss away using the bone wall. Well, you can't really see right now here. So yeah, so that is the terminal on the Skrull invasion, and it's very effective when it comes to all these little mobs around. And that's why I like playing Magik a lot. So I know a lot of you have noticed that I've been playing a lot of Magik, and this speaks for itself. Yeah, yeah. So just very nice. Just keep confusing and spam a bit power here and there, and you get sorted. All right. So where is the boss? Let me just do a signature here. The red one done. So it just keep disappearing. Whoa! So it's something that you need to watch out for. Yeah, then you can do a bone wall and you can push him around as well. So it's very effective. Things just like, yeah. I mean, I kind of enjoy a lot of, I have a lot of fun with this build, and I hope you understand why. And let me head back out to the, let me see whether I got some good loot or not. And that usually good to show it on TV. What are you playing for? Like, do you see anything great here? Probably not this time, right? Cosmic Danger Room with Magik, and I'm using a ranged summoner build. This particular Danger Room is going to be a little bit slower because I cannot brutal, but I'm able to, my crit hit damage increase by 100%. So for summoner, it's rather easy. Just summon the big demon. I map it to my F3 key, by the way. And then you can get 3 more there, right? 3 more small demons there. So you have 4 demons to play with. And for her, this is a range build, so I'm going to stay out of the trouble area. And I can use Confuse as well. My vampiric incantation is a Confuse. So as you can see later, it's actually rather easy. And so what do I need to do? I need to groups of, getting hit by the balls. So I'm just need to teleport over there. And because I can Confuse, I'm actually rather relaxed about the whole thing. Where are the people? Hang on. And okay, so I can just confuse this environmental thing. So I stay at somewhere here to kicks everywhere, trying to get killed while picking all the kicks and stuff like that. So yeah, and so there's a record ball as well. So rather straightforward when it comes to all these things here, right? And just relax. Range build is very relaxing. And I'm also not sacrificing any of the demon, so by doing that, I'm able to use my the shockwave as the shockwave as a spender. So that is what I do, right? So this is the alright. So there's signature, very nice. Because the costume is red in color. Just in case you wonder why is it red in color. Okay, and just get my way through the second group of the. So I can confuse as well, alright? So one of the demons is dead. So I have to be a little bit careful as well though. I mean, it's by no means... and then you can use a bone wall to push them away if you want to. So that's why I like to use a bone wall as well. Signature, just to get rid of them here. Okay, so another unique and stuff like that. Can't pick that up right now. So and as and when there's okay. So that my power here, the vengeful spirit, I could actually 5 charge. I can do it. Like now here, you see 5 of them. It just hit the target here. So it's rather interesting here. And okay, I can confuse, and that's it. And signature. And that's it. Very relaxing. Yeah, so when you do a confuse, and this confuse doesn't have any cooldown, I presume nowadays they don't do it anymore. So that is really nice. So I locate the third group of civilian over here. Right, so I just need to okay. Whenever there's a problem, just use a bone wall to get the mobs away from you. And that should be quite rather fine. So that is the next stage. It's the challenge level 44, by the way. Okay, I need to destroy the poisonous mushrooms, and just need to be careful a little bit. Where are the mushrooms? Okay, so there's one mushroom there, a big mushroom. So I can yep. So one down, I think. So that is one, and then I could destroy this one as well. I can do a vengeful spirit. This is all 5 of them homing. I like it. And something died. I don't even know what is it. Yeah. So there are a lot of things you can rely on the demon to do its job. So this. Wow. Let me just. Okay. So the big one is dead. I need to summon the big one again. So yep. It's rather hard because of all this environmental thing. And background is black in color. It's extremely hard to see anything in this game right now here. Like floor spike. I can't see anything. I think maybe my monitor is just not quite up to par to play this game. Okay, so I think quite a few. Okay, my demon is dead again, and so it's one of those things. Nowadays the danger room is getting a little bit harder. Normally my demon won't get killed so fast, but it's one of those. unfortunate event. Okay, and 5 charges of Vengeful Spirit, and I can do it, and I can do this one called the Sorcerer's Eruption as well. All right, so a lot of things you can do. It's actually not boring at all playing the ranged summoner. Although I said it's rather kind of like, okay, so I need to get rid of some of these things. You can, just make sure you're confused, and Vengeful Spirit when the 5 charges, and that's about it. Make sure things are they will kill each other. Don't worry too much about it. All right, so you are Magik, you'll be fine. So now that is the next stage, and let's look into the next simulation. Okay, this is boss and the Magik. So he summoned a lot of little ones, so it's very good to have the demon around as well. Use the bone wall to your advantage. So shield your Magik against the boss there would be quite useful. So always make sure you have all these things on. Or you could just do an ultimate as well. Why not? Why don't I use ultimate? I don't know. So yeah, that is it about it. Just tank and spam. That's it. End of story. Is that all? I think that's all. Yeah. So yeah, one of the demon died. You can see the bar to see what is remaining. She's still on her ultimate. Diablo. Yay. Well, okay, something like that. So yeah, let me see what else is what do I have? Sometimes you have some really nice artifact, or probably not this time. I know you guys are very good at catching the artifact name, which is a hammer. Okay, anyhow, let me help her out and talk a little bit about her build. As for the power, so for Magik, there are 3 trees, and let's start with this one here. I use a Soul Shockwave as a spammer. You can spam this so long as you do not sacrifice your Feast of Nastich through the Dark Pack, because if you do it through a Dark Pack, you actually have to, this one become a cooldown power, so don't do that. And then you can use this as a very nice single spammer for the range build. I think it's one of the highest. You don't really have a lot of options, do you? They don't really love the range Magik. Anyhow, so this is the one that you should do it. And as for the rest of it, I would suggest you put Vengeful Spirit as well. This is actually pretty decent. So long as you can keep up with the 5 charges, it actually adds a really nice DPS layer to it. So try your best. I know the UI is very bugged right now. I don't know whether they will ever fix it, but you can either pay attention to what you have here, or you just spam it out every now and then. If you are in the midst of all this big fight and so on, you don't have time to watch how many ops are circulating Magik, or what's the number here, and this is bugged and it won't tell you when to use it. So just go by feeling, I would say. Unfortunate, but it's just one of those things. 1 point on the Crowd Control Breaker, and a max out on the signature. As for this one, Vampire Incantation is great stuff, man. The layer is a very good layer. The damage is very high as the damage over time layer. And also pick Confuse, I would say. There's no point really to go for the other 2. Just go for Confuse. It is really nice to have it as the, you have seen it before. Whether this will remain as so, I do not know. But it's one of those things, you can exploit, why not? And the remaining point dump here to make her a little bit stronger. Although I don't think you really need that as a summoner, range summoner. Far behind. Question on why not do a melee summoner. My thinking is that if I'm going to do melee and I'm going to be at the melee range, I would rather have the best melee range, which is without a demon. And that is just my opinion. She's the best as a melee build and without a demon. Summoner just doesn't work for Magik, not in that sense for endgame. But it has a very good utility if you go for ranged. That's why I suggest ranged. Of the 4 demons, definitely pick the lesser demon over the speeding demon of the better DPS. As for the other 2, the Feast of Nastich or Nastich itself, I would say pick the Feast for the utility because you can taunt. This sort of environment, this sort of build is not for you to dish out the best kind of damage. It's for the utility. Tackle hard content, and this one will handle the hard content way better. Alright. Then 1 point on Eternal Servitude, just because you can do a cooldown power, another cooldown layer on Sorcerer's Eruption. So that's all. And as for the main spender, I would suggest this is the main spender. This is the one that mastery of Soul Shot. That is the toggle that you can have passive effect to it. So do max it out. It gives you a little bit more summon ally damage as well, but don't toggle it on because you need every command you have to summon all this demon to do your binding. And I think that's all. That is all really. I hope you kind of like get the idea of how she is like in terms of the in the build itself. And this is a very nice build. Bone Wall, remember one point to it and use it to interrupt the boss or just stop the projectile and just use that to your advantage. This is a very balanced build for you to survive well in the hard content while it is effective. As for the Omega system, I picked everything for the Magik melee kind of mental build. So everything is on the mental side and so I don't recall a lot of things go into summoner, but that's just my pick. As for the hero synergy as well, I also pick everything on the because I like to just be able to toggle. Because imagine this, someone asked me to go for a raid. I say, yeah, I want to go for a raid, but can you give me 5 minutes because I need to pick a different hero synergy system and Omega system and also swap the gear for you. No one's going to wait for you that long, right? So that is one of those things. And on the next bit, it is the gear. So onto the gear, there isn't a lot to talk about because, like I said, I'm gearing her as a mental melee and I'm playing her as a ranged summoner on this video and also on every other thing I play. And but if you have one of those like the Iron Legion armor shelf, it's great for Magik because the intelligence will then help her demon as well. And it's not a bad artifact in the sense that it does have some health. And with the upcoming Hela kind of like a blessing nerf, maybe this brutal strike rating become really important. Who knows? We will see how it goes. And as for other gear, it's just I'm doing a lot on the mental itself. Just everything is just on the full mental. And so as you can see, I'm not really paying a lot of attention onto her summoner side, and she's really effective even with this sort of gear. Why? Because if you look at her toolkit, a lot of her power are just mental from her, like shockwave, like the confuse itself is also the damage over time, like the sorcerer's eruption, otherworldly nova, a lot of things, even the vengeance itself. The only thing that has the so-called summon to it is just the summons, the demons is themselves, as well as the the various like kind of this one here that I trigger it every 8 seconds to give a little bit more power output. So you don't really lose a lot if you it's one of those things in life. It's great you can stick with all this gear, and also for for rune wise, I wouldn't really change and swap into summoner kind of gear. It's just as nice. So I don't know. These are all the gear I have so far. But if you are really committed to it, you can always try to do a summon gear on her. But I reckon likely you will not see too much of a difference at all. This is the grade 80 legendary Warlock side for her mental. You could try a Trident if you have a lot. As for the blessing wise nowadays, because there's upcoming major change to the blessing, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but do watch out my video. When that happens, I will have a video called the best blessing guides to help you guys out. These are the if you really want to do a summoner build, then I would suggest you having the crit hit rating instead of crit damage rating, because crit hit will transfer to pet. The pet will not get any crit damage rating, and brutal damage rating. What the pet does are the summon ally damage, the crit chance, as well as brutal chance, and that's all, right? And I think I need to have a better insignia for her. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I think in closing, Magik is this particular build, the ranged summoner build, although it's not the strongest in terms of DPS, is one of the most versatile build I have, especially to tackle hard content. Out of all the 58 heroes we have today, Magik is the one hero that I play the most, and the build that I play the most is the ranged summoner build. So take it whatever, you can figure out that one off. And I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, do drop me a comments below and check out the link at the description of this video. A lot more guys for you to watch, and till the next time we see each other, goodbye.